Brawl Network. I'm Bill Littler, and we have a schedule change. So originally this was supposed to be Beaver versus Laurel, but Laurel decided to pack it up for the day, and Riverside agreed to stick around and pick up another game. So this is actually between Beaver and Riverside, two Beaver County teams, and I'm okay with that. The more Beaver County teams, the better. So it looks like Beaver is going to be the home team, and Riverside will bat first. And leading off is, pretty sure this is Danny Rosenberger, number 3. Riverside lost to Pine Richland last game by 1 run. It's a good game. Now I have been having glitchy issues with my camera behind a plate. I think the heat is getting to it. I put a fan on it, so hopefully that helps. That's a nice hit. That's going to fall in for a single. It gets past the left fielder, and she's going to go for 2. She'll be safe. So leadoff double for Riverside. Pitching for Beaver. There's a bunt. That's a nice bunt there. They're going to get the out at first. And the runner advances to third. So we got 1 out, runner on third base. And I think this is Josie Cummings. There's another bunt. And she's going to be out. Double play to end the inning. Real nice play. All right, we'll be back after a short break. All right, so if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. So right now, 80% of the people watching are not subscribed. So I need you to subscribe to help build the network. The more subscriptions I get, which means there's more traffic, more interaction, more watch time, which I'll get into later. But all of this will help me monetize and, have this 100% funded, so we don't have to charge anything to view these games. So if you haven't subscribed, just please click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it's easy enough to do, and it helps the network. This network is for the girls. And they all seem to really enjoy it, which is pretty cool. So this is, I do believe, the bottom of the first. And this is the first time I see Beaver today. Or this year, actually. Well, this fall, anyway. And this girl here, Bridget Mayo's her name. Miss Ty. There's a hard hit. Third gets it. Throw to first. Makes the play, and she'll be out. It was a nice play there. That was a hard hit ball. It was a low throw, but first base made a nice pickup. So that's one out. Let's see who's up now. There's a fly ball, and that's going to fall in for a single. She's actually going to get two, and she'll be safe. Good hustle there by the base runner. I still don't know who that is. Let me see if I can see her number. 13, 23, 13. That's my guess, 13. Time's called. Rhiannon Robisi. I know I said her first name wrong, and I apologize about that. I've said this before. I'm at that age where I need 3 different classes. One for up close, one for far away, and another just to wear, I guess. All right, so let's see. There's a stolen base attempt, and she'll be safe. Batting now is Sammy Springman, number 18. That was a close call. It's tough with one umpire behind the plate. There's a hard hit. Nice play by third. And I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, first just dropped it. So that's run for Beaver. Don't strike. See if I can see this number here. 41. So this is Taylor Young. I should have known that. So she had a knee injury last year that kind of knocked her out of the season. But she made a recovery. She's good to go. Ready for her senior year. She's on my list to be interviewed for a small ball podcast. That'll be fun. There's a foul ball. Now it's windy. It's messing up my umbrella. I had everything right. So we still have a runner on first base. 1 out. 1 and 2 count on Taylor. Stolen base attempt. And she'll be safe. So 2 and 2 is the count on Taylor Young. There's a hard hit up the middle. Nice play by Josie to knock that down. She got the out at first. Runner did advance to third. That was a nice play. All right. Just had to sneeze. Who's batting here? Oh, this is Beaver. There's a pop-up. And it's going to be caught by second base, I believe. So that'll end the first. So we'll be back with the top of the second after a short break. All right, visit newsletter.bcsoftballnetwork.com and sign up for the BCSN monthly newsletter. This is a monthly newsletter, and it is about all things in and around Beaver County softball. The first issue is actually going to be sent out this evening, so you have time to get on the list. All right, so batting now for Riverside is Saren Hoover. $2.99. Pitching for Beaver is that? I think it's Jared Brown. That ball is through the infield and a single. It's Jaden Brown. I knew it was something like that. It's close. If y'all don't know it, I'm bad with names. Foul ball. And that ball gets through the infield for another hit. Those are just what they call them, seeing eye singles. They just get through the holes. They aren't very hard hits, but they're getting in there for hits. So now batting is Cummings. I think it's Ava Cummings. There's a fly ball, and that's going to be foul. There's a pop-up, and that's out of play. That sun is brutal over there. You can see the umpire fighting it off. There's a fly ball, and that's going to fall. And she bobbled it again. She might have been able to get that force out at second, but she lost the handle of it, and everybody's safe. There's a foul ball. What's weird is I look at Riverside's Game Changer, and they have Mayo pitching, but she's wearing number 23, which is there is a play at the plate, and no one's there. It's a nice hit. It scores a run. It's a nice throw. Just no one went. Trying to figure out who's pitching here for Beaver. So we have tie game. Miss Slow. And we have runners on, bases loaded. Bases loaded, nobody out. Foul ball. I really don't like Game Changer because they have first letters in their first name. This is Kenzie Fryer, freshman batting here with the bases loaded. There's a pickoff attempt at third. I'm not a big fan of that. It's so risky to do. Foul ball. So according to Riverside, this is Bridget Mayo pitching. But if you look at Beaver's 2024 roster, there's a ground ball to short. She gets the out at first, but it does score a run for Beaver. Wait, I'm sorry. This is Riverside batting. So it's a 2-1 lead. But yeah, you look at their roster last year, and 23 isn't even in here. But it says Brown on our back. So it's not Jalen Brown. So it must be Bridget Mayo. That's what I get for second guessing Riverside's Game Changer. There's a foul ball. So we have runners on second and third with one out. Foul ball. This wind's beat me up here. Allergies are bothering me. Falling apart. There's a ball in play there. Gets the out at first, but it does score a run. That was a good heads-up base running there by the girl in second. Knowing she wasn't forced to run and didn't run into a tag. Good job there. Does score a run. So number 24. Yoe? I hope I said that right. I know I said that one wrong. I'm not even going to try again. There's a nice catch by the right fielder, and that'll end the inning. It looked like there was going to be a collision maybe, but she held on to it. Nice play. All right, so we're back with the bottom of the second after a short break. Alright, so watch hours are important for YouTube. So right now we're around 2,500. I need to get to 4,000, which I hope to do by next spring. And what that does is makes the monetization happen at the YouTube channel. So, and with that, that should make us 100% funded, and I should be able to cover everything with that. But we got to get there, and it's a long journey to make it happen. But as long as everyone watches these videos and I keep posting them, we'll be able to get there. First pitch is in play. Short gets it, throws it the first, makes the out for the first out. One pitch, one out. All right. It's amazing how tired you feel, even from doing nothing, which I did nothing all day, but I am tired. There's a strike. So this is batting now is number 22, A. Thomas. I do not know who this is. There's a ball in play there. Third gets it, throws it to first, gets the out. She kind of did a like pumped it a little bit. You get a faster runner, she's going to beat that out. There's a foul ball out of play. Trying to see who this is on Game Changer. Give me a first initial, last name. I need to make sure I get all the teams' rosters before the season so I can look at it instead of Game Changer. This is M. Martin. I believe this is another freshman, I think. There's a ball back to the pitcher and an easy play at first to end the inning. That was quick. Was it like maybe 5 pitches, if that? Okay, so we'll be back with the bottom of the second. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, give me a follow and make sure you engage with our posts. So if you see any pictures or whatever, make sure you share it, comment on it, like it, and all that interaction actually generates revenue for the network. It's funny, we're only averaging like $2 or $3 a month, but it adds up. You know, and it's growing. We're just starting. We're just starting to grow, and it takes time for this stuff. You just got to be patient and keep keep pushing ahead. I'm not known to give up much, so we'll get there. That's a nice hit. It's going to be out of play, though. There's another foul. Still fighting the wind here. Miss low. Holy cow. I have an umbrella up trying to keep the glare off of the screen here, but it's not. Swing and a miss, strike three. Yeah, it's not liking the wind. All right. So we have one out. And Danny Rosenberger's up. She's 1 for 1. And this is Jalen Brown pitching. See? Not crazy. I got past the catcher. Now, I don't know when they switched, though, because I thought Mayo started. She pitched 2 innings. I don't know. I thought she started the whole game. I don't know. If Amy, if you're watching this, let me know. So there's a play at first, gets the out. Nice play by the pitcher there, Jalen. All right, this is Stockman. Let me see if I can find her first name real quick. Emma Stockman. She had a couple decent hits last game. I remember seeing her name. It's a hard hit. And it's going to get past the third baseman. Should go in a book. Maybe an infield hit. I don't know. That's kind of a tough play there. It's one of those situations, too, that's only the third baseman's play. If the shortstop has to backhand that, there's no way they're getting her out. So if I was a scorekeeper, I might give that an infield hit. Called strike. This is Josie Cummings. She's 0 for 1. There's a pickoff attempt. She'll be safe. Swing and miss. Runner stays on first. Hit the batter. one thing that I find it funny, but I have this series I call When Balls Attack, and I put in all the clips when the ball hits somebody, and it's amazing how many views that gets compared to other things. People enjoy other people's misery for sure. All right, so this is Saren Hoover. She's 1-for-1, and I know I'm saying her name wrong. All right, foul ball. Foul ball. There's a ground ball. I didn't switch over fast enough, but yeah, that base runner ran into the shortstop. She needs to allow her to make the play. So that'll end the inning. So that is the top of the third. I need to change this. So we'll be back with the bottom of the third after a short break. So this is the high school sections coming up next year. So we have Riverside, who's in Class 2A, Section 1. They're in this section with El Equipa, Freedom, and New Brighton, along with Laurel, Neshannock, and Shenango. That's always a very competitive section. And then Beaver is actually in 4A with Ambridge, Blackhawk, Central Valley, Western Beaver, dropped from 5A, and then Hampton and North Catholic. So I'm excited about that section. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to stream, a lot of games in it. Hopefully some of these teams will be competitive and there'll be some fun games here in the spring. So I'm looking forward to it. And those two sections have the most Beaver County teams in it. And I like to do games that have both Beaver County teams playing just because it covers two of them at once. But I will do, games that are maybe better games without one Beaver County team. But like I said, I would rather do two games or two Beaver County teams just to cover as many Beaver County teams as I can. But it's nice to have that many Beaver County teams in one section because it really gives me more opportunities to cover them. So Josie Cummings is still pitching for Riverside, and this is C. Coops. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. She might be a freshman, younger girl. She looks like a ball player jumping in that box. The confidence, you gotta love it. Yeah, that. Let me do a replay on that. Catcher, I feel like that. She needs to stick that. If she can stick that a little bit, she could potentially get that strike. Catching is an art. You know, a good catcher can steal strikes for your pitcher. There's a pop-up. Yeah, framing is so important with catchers, and a lot of them you'll see frame where they're moving the ball 6 inches. Like, that's not framing. Framing is when you do the most subtle movement that makes the umpire think it's a strike. Pass ball is gonna advance the runner to second. So batting here is McKenna Boyd. Megan Boyd. I knew that was wrong. Megan Boyd. Her mom's gonna be mad at me. I meant Megan. I said Megan. The volume's glitchy. That's why it came out that way. Swing and a miss. That gets past the catcher, and everyone's going to be safe. Good hustle there. So Beaver has first and third now. This is Bella Marino. It's another player that's new to me. I don't recognize the name. I don't think I streamed many games for Beaver last year. I think I did one game at Blackhawk, and it was a early season game, I think. Maybe it was in Ambridge, I forget. But I didn't stream many Beaver games last year. They got it doubled up. Nice play. I don't know if that was... Yeah, it was shortstop. Nice play. So there's 2 outs. Gotta, just slap her. You gotta put that ball on the ground. Missed high. There's a fly ball and caught by center. So that'll end the third inning. So Riverside is up 3-1. And we'll be back for the fourth inning right after this. So we're selling bag tags. So if you want to order your team bag tags, let me know. Email me directly, bill.littler@bcsoftballnetwork.com. They're digital, 100% custom designed, however you want them, front and back. Adorable. They're kids seem to like them. So if you want to order some for your team, let me know. And the money that we raise with them goes towards the network. So this is Addison Drake batting here for Riverside. And Beaver switched their pitcher. This is, I believe this is a freshman. There's a catch. Nice play by, was that second baseman? Nice play. I was hoping I caught that. I did. It's hard sometimes switching when the ball, especially the ball's crushed. Like if it's hit down a corner, like down third or first, it's hard to switch in time, but I caught that one. Nice play. That'll make the highlight reel. This is Ava Cummings. There's a foul ball. Ava's 1 for 1. I don't remember what she did. That ball's out of play. Nice hit. That didn't miss by much. There's a swing and a miss. It's a nice pitch. It's impossible to hit, but it's so hard to lay off. When I umpired, I believe this girl was pitching for 12U. And the catcher that they had was this little thing, and I couldn't hide behind her. She was too small. And this girl threw pretty hard back then. If it's the same one, I think it's her. There's a ground ball. And nice play first. It's a quick inning there. All right, so we're back with the bottom of the fourth. Still got some time left. See if Beaver can tie this up. So one idea that I'm starting to try to come up with is sports cards in Beaver County. So Beaver County sports cards. And then what this is, I'm starting with softball, and I may move to other sports, but right now it's going to be softball. So if you want to go to sportscards.bcsoftballnetwork.com and check it out. These are things that I'm going to start pushing and trying to get more and more kids involved with them, and see if I can't start growing this hobby in Beaver County. So it sounds pretty cool. I made a couple promo cards of my daughter, and they're actually pretty nice. Actually, they came out really good. So it's something hopefully we'll see grow a little bit. It's like with anything else, though, you need money to start. I wish I was a millionaire so I didn't have to worry about it, but called strike. But like I said, once the network is monetized, a lot of these things can be hopefully be covered by all that. That's a nice hit. Caught by shortstop. Nice play. And that's one of those plays that I did not switch over quick enough. So it's first out. Was that Bridget Mayo? Yes. So she's out. Line drive. Nice hit. Just strike two people. And this is Rabacy. 1 for 1. So she had herself a hit, her first at bat. They're saying Claire. I think maybe this is a pinch hitter, maybe. Yep. Not sure who this is. I don't think it's who Game Changer says it is. There's a swing and a miss. This might be one of the freshmen. And like I said, Beaver doesn't have their 2025 roster in Game Changer. At least from what I saw. Oh, that hit her. It's a base runner. Claire Miller. Game Changer just updated. And Batting now is Sammy Springman. One of the better sticks in Beaver County. She's been a good player since Beaver won the state championship. Shows bunt. Stolen base attempt. And she's going to be safe. Nice play by the catcher to get that out of her glove and down to second. It was kind of a wild pitch there, but not quick enough. I think I just got attacked by a lantern fly. So there's 3 balls on Sammy here. Runner on second base. There's a strike. It's Claire Miller on second. I want to say she's a freshman. Ball 4. And she's going to advance to third on a wild pitch, and Sammy takes off to second. So Beaver has second and third here. They got the tying run and scoring position with 1 out. It's a big at bat here. This is I think this is another sub. This isn't a game changer. It says Taylor Young, but this is not her. So this is another sub. See what you can do. Yeah, this is a good example. I was talking about this earlier, but the defensive indifference, what that means was when a runner advances and it doesn't matter to the defensive team that she does. With her advancing to second, oh, that's a hit. Caught by left fielder, but that should score a run, and it does. So the tying run is now on third base. What's happening? They just had, not sure of the outs. But the difference so if you're up big and someone's still second or takes second, that's defensive indifference when that run matters and the defensive team really doesn't want them to take second, but they take it anyway. You know, that's not defensive indifference. It's when the defense could care less that runner goes. And that only matters whenever the score's high. There's a play at first and they get her out. Run does not count. So they get out of that jam. Tying run was on third, but Riverside gets out of it. So we still have time left, so we might get another inning in. So we'll be back with the top of the 5th. Okay, so from a time perspective, this will probably be the last inning. It is the fifth. And Thomas is still pitching for Beaver. There's a strike. So this is number 32 for Riverside. This is Kenzie Fryer. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. My fan worked. I was having problems with the home plate camera. It was getting real glitchy. And put a fan on it, and it seemed to help. Well, of course, that was a nice play. I don't know if I caught it. Line drive. Nice catch by the first baseman. But the camera isn't heating up anymore, so it's probably, and it is cooler out, so it probably has something to do with it. There's a strike. So this is Jasmine Ewing, number 13. I have to switch back and forth because Game Changer refuses to give me a first name. They just give me initials. There's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Called strike on the first pitch. This is Addie. So this name is Y-O-H-E. Yoey? Did I say it right? And that's my best shot. And if it's wrong, I'm sorry. we got 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on. Foul ball. This pitcher, she's throwing pretty good. She might be a weapon here for Amy's Bobcats. There's a ball up the middle, and that's going to be a single. Perfect hit. So there's 2 outs, runner on first base. And this is Sproul batting. See if I can find her first name. Abby Sproul. Foul ball. Foul ball. Off the ump. I don't know if it hit his hand. Ooh, yeah, hit his arm. Ouch. There's that pickoff attempt. Doesn't matter. Strike 3 called. Okay, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. This might be Beaver's last chance. See what happens. So one of the neat things I can do whenever I do replays, it saves clips of them. And what I'll do is create instant replay videos and post them. So it takes a bit to do, so give me a few days, but I'll do highlights of each of the games, and then I'll pull out some of my favorite plays and do like a top 10 top plays, which will be pretty fun. And I hope to do something like that in the regular season for Varsity, and then at the end of the year I'll have a overall top 10 plays or something. I kind of did it a little bit last year, but hope to do it a little bit more this year, so it'd be pretty cool. All right, so it looks like Beaver has a pitcher they want to throw, and there's grasshoppers in my wagon. I thought they were lanternflies. They were grasshoppers. Yeah, so it looks like Beaver has a pitcher that they want to see, so they gave her to Riverside, and we'll see her pitch against her teammates. This is pretty cool. Sure the girls will like this. So most likely this is last inning. See if this pitcher can get the save. Oh, this is a Peabody. Which one is this? I don't know which one this is. She's a freshman, so I don't have her in my roster. I know her cousin. In Ambridge. Oh. And they get the out at first. I tried to switch that over. I was way too slow. I hit the wrong part of the screen, so it didn't switch right away. But yeah, Emmy, her cousin, is from Ambridge, and I believe she's in 7th grade, maybe 8th grade. But this Peabody in Beaver is a freshman here. Both good ball players. Strong hitters, good pitchers. Softball family for sure. And this is Thomas, and I don't know her first name either, but she pitched pretty well. Coach Amy got some talent, young talent floating around here. She has some upperclassmen talent too. She might surprise a few teams this year. There's a ball back up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher, and she gets it out at first. Nice play. That'll be 2 outs. This looks like another young one. Freshman. Shows bunt, pulls back, it was high. There's a hit to second, and they get the out at first, and that's 3 outs. So I'm sure that's going to be game. Yes, it is. All right, so thanks for watching. And we have some more games coming up here. We have the Beaver County Fast Pitch League fall games. Then we have the tournament for Emma Bagaki, the Bagaki family. Actually, we're doing that in a couple weeks. So still got a lot of softball before winter comes. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.